morning, my fellow yarny people. This is Lisa from Happytohook Creations, and we are back from a wonderful, absolutely wonderful vacation. It was absolutely great. There was lots of walking. We were tired. Okay, not even tired. We were exhausted when we were done. But the kids had so much fun. If you follow me on Facebook, you will see that I posted some of the pictures. We were extremely busy, so I just while I'm taking the pictures, I'm like posting them and saying, "Yeah, we're having a great time, whatever." But I come back, and it's like 43 degrees outside. Okay, 43 degrees. Hat, jacket, it's ridiculous. And I'm trying to stay as warm as I can so I don't get sick because I'm freezing. I'm absolutely freezing. Like the lowest day that we had when we were in Florida, I believe, was like 83 degrees. Oh, it had such a nice breeze and the clearest, bluest skies every day, except one day, the second or the last day, I believe. Yeah, the last day at Universal Studios, it rained. So we bought like some cool Harry Potter ponchos and we stayed in the park until we were ready to leave. So we just had a fabulous time. It was, I can't say more than I anticipated because Cameron and Jordan had never been there, but it was just what we spent time together, we laughed, we goofed off, we were exhausted together. It was just wonderful. We made some great memories. I'm hoping that the kids will keep those with them for years to come. It was actually my 5th or 6th time there. Abby's been a few times as well, but yeah, it was great. Jordan got to meet Cinderella. Cameron got to do Jedi training, and we took them. The only theme park that we didn't go to was Epcot Center. So the first day was Magic Kingdom, second day was Animal Kingdom, third day was Hollywood Studios, and then the fourth day we were at Universal. And after everything was done and we're packing, I'm like, okay, what was the best part of this week for you? What was your favorite? Both kids, Harry Potter, hands down. We bought them interactive wands. It is just the neatest thing because now you have Hogsmeade and you have Diagon Alley, and there's little spots. They have these little plaques on the ground where you stand, and if you they show you the spell or like how to move your wand around, and it makes things move. And there's several things in front of you, like it could be like the feather, like in the Sorcerer's Stone when they were doing swish and flick to get the or when Guardian Leviosa, I think is what it was. I don't know, but when she's trying to when they're trying to levitate the feather, and Hermione was the only one who could do it, and Ron got all discombobulated or whatever. But they had some really cool interactive things. We went to Nocturne Alley where they had like 5 in there. It was really neat. The kids had such a great time. They really had fun with that one, let me tell you. We got to ride the Hogwarts Express, so they were excited about being on a train. They'd never been on a train before. And it's not a very long ride because they just take you from one theme park to the other, but they still had a good time. So did I have time to crochet? Heck no. In the car on the way to Florida and in the car on the way back to Illinois, yes. But other than that, I didn't have time. I absolutely did not have time. So, I mean, there's so much you want to do, but when you go to theme parks like that, you definitely, number one, want to get your money's worth. So we got there, we got up, we had our breakfast, and then we headed to the theme park, and then, we left like 14, 15 hours later. Oh my gosh. Long. And my Fitbit gave out, and I couldn't find my charger. But when it did give out, it was the 4th day that we had been there, and we had already walked 60,000 plus steps. So that kind of gives you an idea of how much walking we did. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. And yes, I did lose 9 pounds, so I was really excited about that. Um, I can tell you this, I had a really, really hard time with my right knee. That tells me that the arthritis is probably getting worse, which is a major bummer. My left knee held up really well, seeing how this is the first time, this is my first really big vacation. I mean, we went on vacation last year, but I just went to my brother's, and we went to a few, places, but it was riding from here to there, getting out, walking to wherever, and that's it. So this is the first time that I've done all this walking since my knee replacement surgery. And I was just really worried. I, had some anti-inflammatory and my Tylenol and everything just in case. So the right leg gives me the problem and not the left one. Go figure. I don't know. It was weird. I was expecting the left one, not the right one. So when I had the surgery, it was telling me that, or the doctor told me that my right leg had went from mild to moderate. And since this was 3 years ago, I'm thinking it's probably time to start shots to fill in the gaps that are missing, because it's making all kinds of popping and creaking noises. So I'm sure the cartilage is pretty much gone, or very close to it. So it looks like Hyaluronic shots are in my future. I mean, anything to avoid another surgery. But if he says I need it, then I'm definitely going to get it, because I knew it was going to just continue to get worse until it has to be replaced like the left one. But, so with that being said, we had an absolutely fabulous time. Thank everybody for their well wishes for traveling. That means a lot to me. Jack says he's going to do his own video and let you guys know. And this is what he says. I'm going to do it. he says, I'm going to tell them exactly what you did during the mountains. So during the mountains, you guys know I had bought, oh my gosh, some Hobby Lobby cotton yarn. And I was really disappointed because I pulled it out and I had like 3 separate sections, and it did not make me happy. Well, I'm going to tell you. What did make me happy also was driving in those stupid mountains. This is my first trip since my accident. So every time something would come up to the right of me, or I would see brakes, I kind of went a little nutty. And Jack is driving, and my husband is an awesome driver. He is very safe and he's very cautious. But when you've been in a car accident, all that still stays in your head. I mean, it's only been 7 months. So I was panicking. And when we went through Atlanta, I was an absolute wreck. So Atlanta and then the mountains, it was like, ooh. So I had started and this is a finished object. I only have 2. This is one of them. So he says, honey, I'm going to get on your YouTube channel, and I'm going to show them that when we went through the mountains, you started with a ball of yarn, and when we left the mountains, you had a shawl done. Because I got out when I knew we were going into the mountains. I'm going to back up here. When I knew we were going into the mountains, I had to hold my head down because I knew I was going to like be very antsy, and I didn't want to disturb his driving. So I just had my head down like this, and I was just crocheting. I was just crocheting. He would talk to me, and I would answer. The kids they were perfect. The kids were so great. And I didn't want to freak them out from my freaking out. So what I did was I just crocheted and crocheted and crocheted and crocheted. So I finished the shawl because I was a nervous wreck. This is the one that I had all the problems with. As you can see, it's like purple and light grays into purple. I really liked it. I was just really disappointed with pulling out the center because I had, I had those pieces that I had to put back together. And I did contact Hobby Lobby. So, they took good care of me, which is awesome. But so, yeah, it's done. And, Jack was he was so funny because he was like, yeah, I'm going to let them know that you were just a crocheting fool when we were going through those mountains. And yeah, I get really I normally get a little nervous, not really bad, not really bad, but this time it was, yeah, it was crazy. So you know, you guys know how I am with my shawls. This is one of my favorite ones to make. It's the well, it's just a triangle shawl, but it's a double crochet on top of a double crochet. And I just really like the way they come out, especially now that it's spring and summer. So I wanted to give you a closer look of what the colors were like. So it's purple, light gray, and then dark gray. And then it went into the purple again. But yeah, so that is finished. And it was, you know, they work up really fast. Thank God. Oh, those mountains, guys, they were driving me crazy. Absolutely driving me crazy. So yeah, great trip. One finished object. I only have one other thing that I finished, and that was on the way to Florida. This shawl I finished on the way back. And this is the little sweetie dress that I made for my niece. And it's done. Woo woo. I put some ribbon on there. She's got a little button on the back. And ta-da. I can't get this doggone bow. You know, I've always had the hardest time with bows, but I'll fix it. I'll fix it. But don't you think that's adorable? Look at that. And my little Nikki, she's going to look so pretty. She loves dresses. And when she knows I made it for her, she's just so cute. She's got a little bit of a speech impairment, so she has a therapist coming over that comes over to her house to help with her speech. But I've gone from Issa to Nisa to Wisa. So now it's Wisa. So eventually that L's going to come out, I'm telling you. But she just loves it. She comes in the house and she comes up the stairs. By the time she takes her foot on the first step and she gets to the top of my step, which is 7 steps, her jacket's off. If she has on a hat, it's off. Socks off. Shoes off. She makes herself very comfortable. And she comes right to my craft room. She is just the sweetest thing. And she's only 2. She'll be 3 in November. So I did make this for her. And I was hoping we'd be back in time for her to wear it for Easter. But it's okay. It's still cute. I love it. And this is the yarn I was telling you guys about. Oh, what was this yarn? I know it was Hobby Lobby. It drove me insane. It really did. So I'm just going to ball it up and maybe give it to my sister or something. Yeah, no. I don't even want to talk about that. It just made me crazy. And it could just be me. Maybe I should have used a different needle or something, but it was constantly getting, coming off the hook, and it was snagging, and it just drove me crazy. And then it started getting really tangled at the end. You know, the closer you get to the end of the skein, yeah, okay. Anyway, the closer you get to it, you know, the more it does tend to tangle up. I get that. It just got really bad. So, and it was on sale, so I know they don't sell it anymore, so it doesn't even, you know, whatever. But I am happy with the dress, and I'm glad I had ribbon to match. She's gonna love the little ribbon, so it doesn't matter. My Nikki will love it. So, ta-da! And my one and only whip right now is I made several more rows on my second Yvette shawl, and this is going to be made with Beechwood cottage yarn, or colorway from I Love This Yarn, and I'm going to love it. Look at those colors. You know, I've made something like this before, and if you guys have not, if you haven't made this yet, you really need to, because it's a very easy pattern. And she's just got a different spin on it because, you know, if you watch Laurel, you know that she doesn't really like the pointy part of a shawl. So she's got it so that the way you make it, it's a little bit more rounded. So you definitely need to check it out. It's on Ravelry. It's called the Yvette Shawl, and it's by Laurel from the Dabbling Hook. So you definitely need to give it a try. I love the browns and tans in this. This is one of my favorite colorways from I Love This Yarn because it has tan, light brown, a little bit darker brown, and gray. And all the colors blended together just look really nice. So I really like it, and I've got plenty to make a nice sized shawl. So when I finish that, I will definitely give you guys a holler. My gosh, I haven't really, yeah, like I said, I am awaiting a C2C traveling blanket from Austin's Crafty. Man, Austin, why can't I ever get he is just so awesome. If you guys have not checked him out, please do so. I'm going to do another video because there are several that are new, several new podcasters that need a shout out because they need to be seen. They need you guys to subscribe to them. You need to watch them. And I'm trying to catch up on all my videos right now. I started with my girl Rose last night. Watched Rose. I watched Seta. I watched Laurel. I watched Debbie from the Canadian Crocheter. So I am trying to get caught up because I've got like 8 or 9 days worth of podcasting to catch up on. So I need to do that as well. And oh my gosh, that's probably it. I'm going to go check out Hobby Lobby later today, see if there's anything that I might want. I'm going to go get another Cobblestonia because I want to add to that shawl. I think it's a good size, but I want it just a little bit larger. And let me think. I don't know. I think that's it. I don't know if there's any good sales. See, we don't have a Michaels here. I've been hearing good things about Michaels. If I were to get anything, it would probably, my daughter Jessica lives in Springfield, so I might have to go and hang out with her tomorrow or Friday and go shopping. Who knows? I certainly did enough shopping in Florida. Oh my God. You guys will probably see every podcast from now on in a, oh my gosh. I bought Universal shirts and Harry Potter shirts and Mickey Mouse shirts and Minnie Mouse shirts and, oh, and I bought, hold on. I bought this really cute bag. You know me, I love lots of color. Look at all these beautiful flowers. Look at all those pretty flowers that are on there. Look at this great bag. Okay, yeah, it says Orlando, and it's backwards. I'll have to reverse it to see if I can fix it. But, yeah, and it's just full of goodies. It's chock full. I've already given stuff to my family members, so this thing was, like, so full you couldn't even zip it up. And some of the shirts that I got for the kids and myself are in here as well. And for now, that is going to be it. This is was just a quick little video to let you guys know that I am back from vacation. I am absolutely freezing. I think I'm going to go make me a cup of hot chocolate. I'm not kidding. You know, the first day we got there, it was like 91 degrees. It was beautiful. We went swimming. It was just so nice and hot. Jack got so tan. Oh my gosh, it was horrible. He was, I mean, it was so bad they were calling him Hellboy. I'm not kidding. But he always gets that way. That's the one thing I love about him is, even though he was peeling, because, you know, I would get the peeling off, he didn't really blister. He always gets really, really red. We had the spraying, suntan. Everybody sprayed themselves but he still gets so doggone tanned or red, and then it just tans. So we've been gone for 8 days. He was just red as a lobster, and now the back of his neck is just this gorgeous, gorgeous tan color. And I'm like, you know, that's why people look at you and they're like, well, where did you go? What's going on? You're awfully tan. Because he just doesn't burn. He gets really red. He's in pain for about a day, maybe 2, depending on how bad it is. And then it just starts changing just like that. And he is this beautiful golden bronze kind of color. And it really makes his blue eyes pop. Can you tell I love my hubba hubba? I told him, I said, the one thing that caught my eye about you were your eyes and your shoulders. He had this jacket. Ugh. Anyway, I'm getting so off, whatever. But we had a great time. I'm sure you're sick of me talking about Disney, but I might throw some things in there in, next video. But I am going to go shopping. If I find anything interesting, I will hop back on here and let you guys know. But I definitely wanted to thank you all. Everybody sent such wonderful comments. and, you know, commenting on the pictures and stuff I sent. Yes, we all had a great time. Vacations are wonderful. We really, really needed to get away for a while. And now we're like trying to get back into the swing of things. The kids actually had 2 days off this week. So they don't go back to school till Wednesday. So it works out really, really nicely for us. And yeah, so I'm going to do some work on my cow from Seta. And I noticed that she's doing something else that involves a Ruby Stedman tutorial. And Ruby Stedman is just great. She's a bilingual podcaster. I absolutely love her. My first couple of hats that I did when I wanted to kind of branch out and not just do a regular beanie or a minion hat or, you know, any other kind of character hat was a Ruby Stedman hat. So I really like her. If you don't know who she is, you should definitely check her out. It's Ruby Stedman. And if I remember, I'll put a link below so you can click on that. And let's see. So I'm working on the calendar cow. I'm working on my Yvette shawl. I'm also working on my granny square because I started something with my classic movie cow that I am doing. And thank you all for sending pictures, because at the end of the day, when we would get back to the hotel, I would check Facebook and I loved looking at everything that everybody was working on. It kind of kept me connected to you all. So I do appreciate that. The only unfortunate thing for me was that I did lose a good friend. We went on vacation on Saturday. We got there the 13th and she passed away on the 14th. She had been sick for quite a long time. She had been battling cancer, and it finally took her life on April 14th, and her birthday is the 23rd, which is tomorrow. So it was rough. I don't want to get too much into that, but even when you expect it, it's just really hard to go through. And she left a wonderful husband of 17 years and 3 beautiful children. And I just wanted to say that God is good, because she was diagnosed when she was pregnant with her youngest and was told that she probably wouldn't live to see his first birthday. And he is 8 years old. So, you know, doctors don't know everything, and God takes you when he's ready, not when the doctors say you're ready. It's just how I feel about that. So I don't know if they watch, but if you are watching, Brian, you and the kids, just know that we are praying for you for strength. I know this is hard for you to go through. Kristen was a lovely, beautiful woman, and we will miss her so much. I mean, she was such a staple at school, especially. So I loved seeing her smiling. And so just know that we're praying for you. And if you need anything, please, please let us know. And on that note, I'm going to get off here before things get too, before they get too emotional. You guys know how I am. It's so good to be back. It's so good to be back. Now, I'm going to go warm up, have some hot chocolate, and catch up. I'm going to just crochet and binge watch all day. So I love you guys. Thanks again for watching. Thank you all. Thank you so much for my new subscribers. I've even gotten several this week while I was on vacation, and I do appreciate that. And hey, to everybody who's been with me from the beginning, you know I love you all. And be looking out for another video or two. I'm trying to get caught up. So a week is entirely too long. But yeah, I'll see you when I see you. Happy hooking. Bye.